Hello, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. So this is a revision class. We have some problems. We want to solve them. So we are in topic 7, market structure, perfect competition and monopoly. The first question is, you are the manager of monopoly and your demand and cost function are given by P equal to 300 minus 3Q and CQ equal, or the cost equal to 1500 plus 2 Q square respectively. So what price quantity combination maximizes your firm profit? And second, calculate the maximum profit. Then, is the demand elastic, inelastic, or unit elastic at the profit maximizing price quantity combination? D, what price quantity combination to maximize revenue, not profit? The first one is profit, the second revenue. Calculate the maximum revenues, and then the last question is the demand elastic, inelastic, or unit elastic at the revenue maximizing price quantity combination? So since this monopoly, I think you have learned that a monopolistic will produce and maximize his profit where marginal revenue equal to marginal cost, therefore MR equal to MC. So here we have the cost. Here we can calculate the marginal cost here, and here we have the inverse function P equal to 300 minus 3Q. Therefore we can generate the revenue function. Therefore we calculate the marginal revenue. So since P equal to 300 minus 3Q, therefore also we can write Q equal to 300 here, right? Bring divide by 3 here. So this 300, this Q become this side. So Q equal 300 minus 1 divided by 3P, or price. Never mind. So since revenue equal to P times quantity, therefore P is 300 minus 3Q, 300 minus 3Q times quantity. So therefore R equal to 300Q minus 300Q times Q, minus 3Q times Q, so Q square. Therefore, we want to have the marginal revenue here. We differentiate this equation to the quantity. So we have MR equal, so 300Q, when differentiate 300Q will give us 300. Then minus 3Q square, we bring these 2 here, 2 times 3, that means 6, times Q power 2 minus 1, which is Q. So marginal revenue here is 300 minus CQ. And the marginal cost, we differentiate this equation, 1500 plus 2Q square. So this is equal to 0 when we do the marginal. So MC is equal to 0. So we bring these 2 here. 2 times 2 is 4. Times Q power 2 minus 1. So it becomes 4 times Q power 1, which is MC equal to 4Q. So MC equal to 4Q. Since, as I say, that the manager will maximize the profit where MR equal to MC, therefore MR 300 minus 6Q equal to MC, which is 4Q. When we solve this, we will get Q equal to 30 units, and therefore we will get P equal 300 minus 3 times Q, which is 30, and times 210. So this is the first question. So what are the revenues from this combination? At this combination, we will have revenue equal to price times quantity and equal to 210, price times quantity 30, and equal to 6,300. And how much the cost? C equal 1,500 plus 2Q square, that means 2 times 30 square, and equal 3,300. So how much the profit? Pi equal profit equal to revenue minus the cost, correct? And equal to revenue is 3,300 minus the cost is revenue is 6,300 minus the cost is 3,300 and equal to exactly 3,000. So now the question is the demand elastic, inelastic, or unelastic at the profit maximizing price quantity combination? So here we calculate the elasticity. Elasticity, if you remember, equal to this coefficient of the price, right? Minus 1 divided by 3 times the price divided by the quantity. How much the price? 210 divided by quantity is 30 and equal minus 2.33, which is elastic. So the demand is elastic. Now the second part, D, what price quantity combination maximize revenue? To maximize revenue, we should have the marginal revenue equal to 0. When the MR equal to 0, there you are maximizing your revenue. You cannot get more than that. So total revenue is maximized when MR equal to 0. Setting MR equal to 0, we already calculated here, right? MR equal 300 minus 6Q. So 300 minus 6Q equal to 0. We solve this, we will get Q equal to 50 units. And therefore we put the price P equal to 300 minus 3. Here the equation. The price is 300 minus 3Q. So the price here, 300 minus 3, 50 equal 150. So using this, now the question, calculate the maximum revenue. So how much the maximum revenue? This to be E. This is supposed to be E, right? Yes. Never mind. So how much, as we say, calculate the maximum revenue. So using the result from part D, this, the fair maximum revenue at R equal quantity times the price. Price is 150. Quantity how much? 50. So 150 times 50 equals 7,500. But again, is that maximizing the revenue means that maximizing the profit? No. If you see that, see here, the first at only 30 quantity, the profit was 3,000. So let's count the profit now at 50 quantity. Profit equal revenue minus cost. Revenue how much? 7,500. How much the cost? We go to cost function. 1,500 plus 250 square. 50 square means how much? Let me calculate. 50 times 2,500, right? Times 2 is 5,000. So 5,000 plus 1,700 become 6,500. So 7,500 minus 6,500 will give us 1,000 of profit. But before, when producing only 30 units, how much the profit is 3,000. So does it mean that when you maximize your revenue, you are maximizing your profit? Now, when you maximize your revenue, if you remember, we say that when you maximize the revenue, the elasticity should be unitary elasticity or unit elastic. And let's calculate here. E equal to minus 3, which is the coefficient is the price, right? Times price divided by quantity. So minus 1 divided by 3 times 150, which is the price, divided by 50, which is quantity, and this is equal exactly minus 1. So it is unit elastic when you maximize your revenue. So this is for the first problem. Now second, it says that you are a manager of a firm that produces a product according to the cost function. We have CQI equal to 160 plus 58 QI minus 6 QI square plus QI power 3. So the question is, determine the short-run supply function if you are operating in a perfectly competitive market. B, determine the short-run supply function if you are operating in a monopoly. And the third, determine the short-run supply function if you are operating in monopolistically competitive business or market. So for the first one, A, a perfectly competitive firm supply, if you remember, we say that it is the same, the firm marginal cost curve above the minimum of its average variable curve. So it is the marginal cost curve which start from the minimum point where the average variable curve. So hence, since the supply, which is itself the MC, so we can calculate here the marginal cost. So we have the cost. So the marginal cost here equal, this is go to by 0, 58, then minus 2 bring it here, 12 QI, then plus 3 bring it here, 3 times QI power 2. And what is the average variable cost? So the average variable cost equal to, this 160 is fixed cost, no? Because this is cost equal to fixed cost plus variable cost. So the variable cost is 58 QI minus 6 QI square plus QI power 3 divided by, this is the variable cost. So the average variable cost is the variable cost divided by Q or QI. Therefore, the average variable cost equal to 58 QI minus 6 QI square plus QI power 3 divided by QI. And we say that in perfect competitive market, the supply equal to the marginal cost above the minimum of each AVC curve, where they're exactly equal to that when they interact, the interaction. So here we have this average variable cost equal to exactly to the marginal cost. So since MC and AVC are equal at the minimum point of AVC, we set marginal cost equal to the average variable cost. Then we will get this 58 minus 12 QI plus 3 QI square, which is the marginal cost, equal the average variable cost, which is 58 QI by QI is 58 minus 6 QI square divided by QI, that means 6 QI, plus QI power 3 divided by QI, that means QI square. So when we solve this, we will get, I'm not going to do calculation, you may do it yourself, but when you solve it, this equal to this, you will get QI equal to 3. So quantities is 3. Thus, the average variable cost is minimized at an output of 3 units only, and the corresponding average variable cost here will be average variable cost equal this, right? 58 minus 6 times 3 plus 3 times our power 2 square. Then this equal to 49. Thus, the firm supply curve described by the equation MC equal, this is 58 minus 12 QI plus 3 QI square, if must P is be greater than or equal to 49. Why? Because if the price is below 49, means that the price is below the average variable cost, the firm produces 0 units. The firm will have a loss. So the firm will shut down, will not produce. So that we have a condition. The supply of perfect competitive market equal to MC. and equal to 58 minus 12 qi plus 3qi square if only the price equal or greater than 49, which is the minimum point of ABC. Then what about monopolistic market? In a monopolistic produce where MR2 equal to MC, and thus does not have a supply curve, because the company or the mother himself will decide what quantity you want to produce. And similarly to the monopolistically competitive firm also produce where MR equal to MC, and thus does not have a supply curve. The third question is, the accompanying diagram shows the demand, marginal revenue, and the marginal cost of a monopolist. First, determine the profit maximizing output and price. What price and output would prevail if the firm product were sold by price-taking firm in a perfectly competitive market? And the third, calculate the deadweight loss of this monopoly. So let's look at the graph. The first one, we determine profit maximizing output for the monopolistic. Monopolist is or produce where marginal cost equal to marginal revenue, and this is equal to here. So quantity is 3, price how much? Bring it here to the demand curve, 70. So it will produce at P equal to 70 only 3 quantities. Then the second question, what price and output would prevail if this firm product were sold by a price-taking firm in a perfectly competitive market? Just now we say in a firm perfectly competitive market, the supply curve is MC start from the AVC or the minimum AVC. So we assume that this is the supply. So in the perfectly competitive market, the price is determined based on supply with the demand. So this is the supply interact with the demand. Then here we will have, they will produce, if it is perfectly competitive market, at 4 quantities, and the price will be 60. Now, the last question, calculate the deadweight loss of this monopoly. So if it is perfect competitive market, there is no deadweight loss, so here. But since now producing only at 3 units here, then what is the deadweight loss? Will be this triangle, this triangle. Okay, so how much deadweight loss now is 70 minus 40 divided by 70 minus 40 times 4 minus 3, then times half or divided by half, because it's triangle. So we will have half of 70 minus 40 times 4 minus 3, it is 1, and equal to 15. So the deadweight loss here is 15. Question number 4. You have now a monopolist invest demand function is P equal to 150 minus 3Q. The company produce output at 2 facilities. The marginal cost of producing at facility 1 is MC1 Q1 equal to 6Q1, and the marginal cost of producing at facility 2 is MC2 Q2 equal to 2Q2. Provide the equation for the monopolist marginal revenue function. So remember that Q1 plus Q2 equal to Q. So we put this is small. Okay. Then the second, determine the profit maximizing level of output for each facility and determine the profit maximizing price. So the first one, so since the inverse demand is P equal 150 minus 3Q1 minus 3Q2, why? Because we say Q1 or Q equal to Q1 plus Q2. So this 150 minus 3 between bracket Q1 plus Q2. Therefore, 150 minus Q1 minus 3Q2. 150 minus 3Q1 minus 3Q2. So revenue is what? Revenue equal to what? Equal to price times quantity. So revenue equal price, which is 150 minus 3Q1 plus Q2. Correct? Yes. Okay. Plus times quantity, which is Q1 plus Q2. So therefore, after solving this, we find R equal 150 minus 3Q. Correct? This times Q. And therefore, R equal 150Q. 150Q minus 3Q times Q square. So the marginal revenue, therefore, MR, we derivate this. So MR equal to 150Q, derivation of this 150, minus derivation of 3Q square, we bring 2 here. 2 times 3 is 6, times Q power 2 minus 1, which is Q. So MR equal 150 minus 6Q. Therefore, MR equal to 150 minus 6. Q is what? Q1 plus Q2. And equal to 150 minus 6Q1 minus 6Q2. So this is the equation for monopolist marginal revenue. The second, determine the profit maximizing level of output. We say that monopolists will produce when or maximize the profit when MR equal to MC. MR we already have, and here we have two facilities. So we have MC1 plus MC2. So the condition is MR equal to MC1 and MR equal to MC2. So MR equal to MC1 means that this is the marginal revenue. 150 minus 6Q1 minus 6Q2 equal MC1. MC1 is 6Q1. Correct? The second condition, 150 minus 6Q1 minus 6Q2 equal to MC2, which is 2Q2. So with the first equation, we will have 150 equal to this 6 we bring here, 12Q1 plus this 6Q2 bring here, 6Q2. Therefore, Q2 equal to 25 minus 2Q1. So we put this Q2 here. Therefore, we will have 100 minus 6Q1 minus 6Q2 equal to 2Q2. Therefore, 150 equal 8Q2. So please bring here 6Q1. This 6Q2 bring it here. 6Q2 plus 2Q2 become 8Q2 plus this 6Q1. It is here. Therefore, 150 equal to 8. We say Q2. How much Q2? 25 minus Q1. 25 minus Q1 plus 6Q1. So after we calculate this, we will have 150 equal 200. 8 times 25 is 200. Minus 8 times 2, 16Q1 plus 6Q1. Therefore, we will find 10Q1 equal to 50, and therefore Q1 equal to 5. So we put now Q1 equal to 5 in that equation. Q2 or Q2 equal to 25 minus 2Q1. So Q2 equal to 25 minus 2 times 5, and equal 25 minus 10 equal to 15. So the firm will maximize the profit when producing quantity of 5 units in the first plant and quantity of 15 minutes in the second plant. Then now number C, given determine the profit maximizing price. So here we just, since we have Q1 equal to 5, Q2 equal to 15, our P equal 150 minus, come here, 3Q, right? And Q is Q1 plus Q2, right? So either we put 150 minus 3 times Q is what? 5 plus 15. So it means 150 minus 3 times 20 minus 50 minus 60 equal to 90. Or we put it P equal to 150 minus TQ1 minus TQ2. So P equal 150 minus 3 Q1 which is 5 minus 3 Q2 which is 15 and equal to 90. So the last question, the manager of a local monopoly estimates that the elasticity of demand for its product is constant and equal to minus 3. So elasticity equal to minus 3. The firm marginal cost is constant, also equal to 20. That means MC equal 20 per unit. Express the firm marginal revenue as a function of its price and determine the profit maximizing price. This is very easy. If you recall back in your lecture, note that we say that the marginal revenue is written as MR equal to P, correct? Times 1 plus E divided by E. So therefore, the marginal revenue MR equal to P times 1 plus E, which is minus 3, divided by minus 3. And this is equal to minus 2 divided by minus 3, which is 2 divided by 3 become positive, times P. So marginal revenue equal to 2 divided by 3 price. So what is the profit maximizing price? Since it is a monopolist, therefore to maximize price, they should have MR equal to MC. MR equal to MC means that MR, which is 2 divided by 3 times P, equal to MC, 20. So 2 divided by 3 times P equal 20. Therefore, we solve this, we find P equal to 30. So this is all for topic number 7. I hope that you understand the solutions. If you still have any doubt or confusion, please email me or WhatsApp me. Thank you very much. I see you for the next video.